than we make it out to be. Everybody pretty much knows what they need to do. It's just a matter of doing it. They just don't want to do it because it's hard, right? It's a discipline that's required. But if you can overcome that challenge, you kind of, it can become unstoppable. Welcome back to the Tactical Agent Podcast. And the question we are going to answer for you today is, how can being less fat increase your business?
Interesting.
You said surprise you, Chris.
As I sit here in my chair with my fat ass, let's figure it out.
Good, yeah. Well, this will be a life coaching session, and I'll help you. We'll get you going, get you squared away. I do want to talk about this. I think it's a super untalked about topic for, we're in the real estate space, but I mean anybody running their own business, because entrepreneurship takes a ton of time, a lot of energy. It's not easy. Where I was just talking about this yesterday with our producer, Elijah, and we were just talking about the temptation to just kind of always walk away from it all and just go get a job, change my, and there's those temptations, the days where I'm like, man, I just want to change my number. I want to get a dumb phone. I don't want a smartphone. I want a dumb phone. And I just want to go to work. I want to listen to podcasts and music and come home and relax and be with my family. That's it. Like I'm tempted to do that often because it's not easy to build something from scratch. It's just not. Doesn't matter, right? So that's what we're going to talk about today for a little bit. The under talked about part is how important it is to take care of yourself physically in order to deal with that impulse to quit or to give up or to walk away when it gets difficult. So I want to address that today, but I want to say thank you real quick, or we want to say thank you. I just checked on Apple Podcasts and we've got 68 ratings, which is great. We appreciate that. And we've got like 3, 6, 9, 10 reviews, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, dude, we got a lot of reviews. Thank you. Wow. I haven't checked this in a while, and we've got a lot of reviews, and we really appreciate that. Honestly, we mean that sincerely. When you take the time out to drop and write a review along with your rating on Apple Podcasts, it only can help us. It cannot hurt. And it's not so much for us, which we appreciate, the kind words that you share there on the reviews, but it helps tell the mega mind with the AI algorithm bots that are controlling our lives. It helps say, oh, people like this show. We'll recommend it to more people. So thank you. It's a help to us.
This helps the matrix.
Yes, it furthers the matrix. This steak tastes so good, and we want to keep it going. And if you're on YouTube, of course, we really do need to probably figure out more content for YouTube than what we put out, but we obviously put the show here. And again, same thing. If you subscribe there and you like the video, dropping a comment on a video about what stood out to you or follow-up questions, I do check those. So you will get a response or a reaction on those comments. And that also helps tell, again, the YouTube overlords, hey, wow, maybe we should recommend this content to more people who are in real estate, because it sounds like that's who's this is for. So anyway, that's just a big old thank you. We're not brought to you by anybody but ourselves. If you ever, our mission is to help 10,000 heroes take better vacations. That's the simplest way to put it. So if you come from a law enforcement, military, public safety background, or even if you're just like a staunch supporter of that and you want to know how to work with us, or grow your business, that's what we do. So check out 107project.com, TEN7project.com, and we'll connect with you.
Ooh, they'll get to check out the new site because it should be launched by the time this comes out.
Should be launched, hopefully.
Nice.
All right. Okay, I want you to predict, Chris. What do you think I'm going to say about losing fat to increase your finances in your business? What do you think I'm going to say?
Well, are we trying to avoid the explicit label on YouTube
I don't.
and podcasts?
Yeah, I
don't
think
know.
we've kind of gone past that point. But
Yeah. No, I think you're probably just going to say, if I had to guess, the way you treat yourself affects your mentality, and how your mentality affects your performance. And, if you feel like a sloppy piece of shit, you are probably going to perform like a sloppy piece of shit. So I think that's probably some way you're going to go. I don't know.
yeah, I think there's a measure of sort of like how you do one thing is how you do everything. And everybody's got holes in their game. Everybody. And for some people, because some people are thriving in their business, like maybe they're having their best year ever. And whether they're an entrepreneur or an intrapreneur, and they're working inside of a company, and they've got some freedom and incentives to grow and get commission or bonuses and things like that, and they're killing it. Maybe they're having their best year ever, but their health is suffering. They're not sleeping. They're over drinking. They're overeating, and they feel terrible. And it's almost like we've got these key areas of our lives, right? Spiritual side of things, like our internal dialogue, our real us, right? We've got that. We've got our relationships, we've got our finances, and we've got our fitness. These are sort of like key areas that we all share as humans. And if the weak spot could be any of them, because I know when I say like being out of shape is affecting your business, people will say like, well, look at this person. They're thriving. Yeah, but the problem is they can't continue to thrive if they're dead. So are they thriving? Like, we need a little bit more of a holistic approach maybe to that. So yeah, how you do one thing is how you do everything. It's almost like an inevitability that it's going to catch up with you at some point. I think there's definitely an element of truth to that. I would say being the best physical version of yourself creates the best possible energy and focus to do your best in every other area of your life. Would you agree or disagree with that?
Yes, I agree with everything you're saying. And this is coming from somebody who has put physical well-being and health on the back burner for the last 5 or 6 years. In my mind, telling myself, I just need to go 100% into building, all these things that I'm doing, and I'll catch up on the fitness and the health later. And I'm paying a price for that. That was a poor decision, for sure. It's been, health wise, I've had a lot of stuff come up in probably the last 2 or 3 years that have really affected me. So I'm speaking from a place of experience when I say that is not the way to approach that topic.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about it other than it's difficult to do that and to maintain things. And one of the key realities that we have to come to grips with is that unless we take care of ourselves, then how are we going to enjoy what it is that we're building? Right. We talk a lot about our why. For almost everybody, on some level, why you're growing a business, why you're, working late and getting up early, or making adjustments and making sacrifices, why you are doing those things to build something from scratch is almost always connected to people. Mm-hmm. It's almost always connected to people that matter most to you, right? Your wife, your kids, close friends, family, that kind of a thing. There's always a relation relational element there. But if you can't take care of yourself physically, how are you going to enjoy what you build
Right.
with people? If you're not able to spend time, like, especially it's way easier in your 20s when you have like seemingly boundless energy and you can get away with treating your body like a jerk.
Yeah.
But you start getting, dude, I'm in my later 40s,
Yeah.
and I have to change my goals.
35 is the number, right? Like 35 is when it just starts plummeting downhill. And I hit 40 this year. So, but yeah, at 35, I was in the best shape of my life and really not doing all that much. I was going to the gym pretty regularly, but, man, it goes downhill from there quick.
Yeah, it becomes more difficult to build and maintain, and it depends on your goals. Because a lot of times people carry some assumptions in, and I don't think that you need to be God's gift to fitness. Like, I don't think anybody needs to be like
Right.
the lifting realtor or something like that. We don't all need to be that. Everybody, I think, needs to just have healthy physical outlets. I think that you need to, maybe you're not into lifting weights. Okay, well, what are you into? Like, doing something that's physical, that keeps you moving, that keeps you active, keeps you challenged, and gives you time to burn off the stress and to have an outlet to whether it's clients that are weighing you down, or a transaction that's weighing you down, or stuff in business that's weighing you down. That helps. There's a connection there, and I'm no psychiatrist or sports psychologist or anything like that, but we all know anecdotally that being healthy, like exercising, makes us feel better, right? Yeah, it's not always easy, but it makes us feel better. So trick yourself into it, though. Like, I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, or I'll go play pickleball or something like that. Speaking of my age, I'll play pickleball. But yeah, it doesn't have to be always like in the gym or something like that,
Right.
doing deadlifts and heavy squats, and you don't have to have all that. And then what you choose to eat. This isn't going to be a how-to episode on what to do, but you can make small incremental changes and things like that. And where could you be a year from now if you changed one thing that would improve what you're fueling your body with every 30 days?
Yeah.
You can make 12 changes that would have a compounding effect over the course of the next 12 months without anything fad, without, nothing extreme, nothing rash, just steady as she goes. Make one change, and ask yourself, okay, what's the next thing that I can make a change in? And that approach will not only make you feel better and give you immediate feedback in your real, like your actual body, but you'll start to see, man, that's the hardest thing to control, or the hardest discipline to build. And if I can do that, I can do anything in business.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And that's sometimes one of the reasons it's an outlet is because it's the one thing you can control. You might not be able to fix something in a transaction, but you can choose to drop down and do 10 push-ups if you want to. Like, it is within your control. And I think that that's a helpful thing to maintain a steady attitude, a healthy attitude, and I think be able to make more money. I think if you can get fit and be healthy and do that for the long haul, it's going to have a tremendous carryover effect.
Well, not just the longevity of you being able to be effective, I mean, you can last longer years wise if you're not dead from diabetes or whatever. That's my problem too. Like, for me, it's sugar. I love sweet food, and it is sugar is so awful for you. Like, once I figured that out and I cut it out, I lost 40 pounds in like a month. And the only thing I did was stop eating sugar.
Yeah, it's a lot simpler than we make it out to be. Everybody pretty much knows what they need to do. It's
Right.
just a matter of doing it. They just don't want to do it because it's hard, right? It's a discipline that's required. But if you can overcome that challenge, you kind of, it can become unstoppable because
Right.
once you can control yourself, that skill of being able to be self-disciplined and get it done is a
Well,
carryover.
I think that's probably something that's really key into this, how it translates to success is just the discipline. Because, I mean, what is, being successful in anything other than just being disciplined and doing the things that you know that you need to do. The difference between somebody who is a successful real estate agent and somebody who's not is 100% discipline. Like it's literally nothing else. The people that are willing to do what's necessary to be successful are successful, and the people who want to go bullshit and not do the work because they're not disciplined are not. And that's, you and I have coached a couple hundred agents probably at this point, and then we've got, I've done it before for years in the teams and stuff that I've run, and that is universal across the board. The disciplined people make it, and the undisciplined people don't.
Yep. We talked in episode 28 about the importance of mastermind groups, and one hack, especially if you struggle with self-discipline, and a lot of people get into the real estate business who lack that characteristic, and they think someone's gonna kind of do it for me, and it doesn't work that way, right? That's one of the reasons a lot of people join a team, is they want an environment where some of the work gets done for them. And hey, if you own your own business, you have to own it. You have to own that, or you're not going to grow. It's just not going to happen. And here's a hack, though, is having groups of people around you to hold you accountable is good. So get the personal trainer. And if you can't afford a personal trainer, get somebody who will hold you accountable, right?
Yeah.
There's no excuses, and it's 2023. Like, I don't know what to do. Go on YouTube and Google 12-week workout plan, and then just do that for 12 weeks. Then when that's coming up to an end, Google 12-week workout plan. Do another one. Like,
Right.
Don't overthink it. Just kind of execute, and then have somebody in your life or some buddies that's doing it with you or not. Like, I will not ever want to get up at 5 a.m. As a general rule. There's not many things in life that will inspire me to get up at 5 a.m. But if I know that I've made an appointment at 6 a.m. with somebody that's expecting me to be there, and specifically like a 6 a.m. jiu-jitsu class or something, if I committed to that, I will get up. I will get up and go, because it's not the jiu-jitsu I'm avoiding, it's letting somebody down.
Right.
So find those people.
Speaking of those people, like one of my favorite memes ever is the difference between men and women when it's, a girl's asking another girl, do I look fat? And they're like, oh, no, you look beautiful. And then you ask, you're a guy asking his guy friend if he looks fat. And the guy's like, bro, I have 5 fat friends and you're 4 of them. That's the kind of guy you need in your life, is the one that's going to tell you, yeah, you're a fat bastard. Get in there and do something about it.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, find those people. Seek them out. If you don't have those kind of people, man, you've got to find them. It's going to be really, really difficult to go it alone in everything. And there's some people that build the self-discipline skill, but where you lack it, you can make up for it in the discipline required to show up and have somebody else just tell you what to do. You start making good money, hire a trainer that'll just tell you, here's what you do, right? You can find all kinds of like workout plans and things like that for cheap. I have one that's like, for kettlebells, I think they charge like $29 a month. And any given day, I just log in, I can walk out to my garage, and it just tells me what to do. It just says, do this. It's like, oh, okay. I don't have to think about it. I'm not trying to figure it out. And you don't have to figure it out. I didn't bring this up to, like, I guess, make you come up with, add more problems to your life. Like, great, now I got to come up with a workout plan. You don't have to. You just have to execute on one, right? And I really believe that your health, is a key to your prosperity. Like, it's something that will increase your energy, increase your discipline, and that will all carry over into the decisions and your ability to hang in there in business as well. Any parting words, Chris?
No, it's all true. My fat ass knows it.
So go start. Chris is going to start an Instagram page, Fat to Fit Realtor.
Yeah.
Underscore.
You know, Rich is doing. Rich Brecklin is doing a program where he's teaching people fitness and nutrition stuff. He knows what he's doing in that too. Like, so, look up Rich Brecklin. He'll help you.
Yeah,
out.
Rich Brecklin, 10-7 Project. He's in Arizona. He's near you. Shares office space with you.
Yeah, he's like 2 doors down right now.
So ask Chris for your referrals, but ask Rich about health.
Yes, exactly.
Don't give Rich any business, any real estate.
Yeah, no. The business comes this way.
Cool. And hey, while we're at it, guys, if you're on YouTube, drop in the comments if you're a real estate agent, where you're from, what your background is, and use it as a networking opportunity. Like, let other agents know that are watching this show on YouTube where you're from, all that kind of stuff. And if you guys want to share referrals with each other, have at it, man. Little referral orgy right in the comment section.
Great.
I guess.
Well, we're getting the explicit rating now.
For sure. All right, guys. So go think about what you've done to yourself, to your body. Go sit in the corner and come back.
Shame.
Get in shape. Fat shaming you all. So yeah. But no, seriously, I want the best for you guys. We want you to succeed, and so take care of yourself. Come up with a little bit of a plan to start executing. Even if that plan is just getting the 10,000 steps in each day, do something every day that benefits your body, so that it keeps your mind and your energy flowing towards your business. All right. Later.